I'm very pleased to introduce someone I have met actually in the community of Instagram, who is very active on Instagram and a fellow hotelier or hospitality professional. And it is Alejandra Abad. And I've been very much looking forward for a long time to share the various networks that I have in the industry. And it's very nice to invite Alejandra this time. So let me bring her in to the screen here. Hello, Alejandra, welcome.
Hi, Sam-Erik. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's a real pleasure.
Well, it's a lot of fun that I can invite you this time. Where are you located at the moment, so the viewers know where you are based at?
I'm based in Zurich, and it's 5 p.m. here.
All right, and I'm in Helsinki, and it's 6 p.m. So we are both enjoying well, we don't have much of a winter this year, at least in Finland, but how about you guys? Do you have any snow?
No, not yet, actually.
Yeah.
I think the spring is coming, actually.
Yeah.
Before, yeah.
Well, I can't wait about that spring myself.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the reason that we have this segment today is because there are some very important topics that I thought we could share, and particularly you have a lot of insight. It's about inspiration to join the industry. But before that, could you just tell me a little bit about your background and how you ended up doing the work you are doing now?
Sure. So I actually was born in Ecuador and grew up in the Italian part of Switzerland, where during my holidays when I was a teenager, I was working at a restaurant. This is where I discovered my passion for hospitality. And I started studying hotel management at a school in the Italian part of Switzerland first. Then I gained some experience in event management, and I wanted to keep on growing in my career. That's when I decided to apply to EHL. And I graduated from Ecole Hotelier de Lausanne exactly 1 year ago, on the 13th of February 2019. Yes.
Congratulations.
And, yes. And now I'm working in the German part of Switzerland for a consulting firm related to revenue management and digital marketing.
Well, fantastic. I think this is a very interesting time that you have bridged from the academics into the practical work. Are you still in touch with your alumni, or how are you involved with the school still?
Yes, I'm actually part of the EHL committee in Zurich, and I'm also organizing events in Switzerland, and I am connecting whenever I can the school, the students, to the industry.
Very good. Now, one of the things that I'm being myself in the industry, we are always concerned how to recruit talent, how to retain talent, and the worry is that we are shortage of talent in the industry. So, what are you hearing? Because you are so close to the school, what are you hearing from the school side of things, or from your fellow students and your alumni?
Well, actually, yes, I hear about talent shortage every day. In Switzerland, it's a real problem, especially in operations. And if I have to say the truth, at school, we didn't hear that much about this issue, about the talent shortage issue. I mean, if I think about it, I think it would be very important to create an awareness about this, because students leaving hospitality school have a great value for the industry, and many are actually deciding to go and pursue another career. So when we talk about pursuing a career in hospitality, after the first internships, many people get demotivated. So students see that there are more career path advancement in other industries, such as bank or luxury brands. And there are also more training and development in other companies. And students want to feel empowered and have responsibility. And it seems like our hospitality is pursued as an industry where there are not so many possibilities to grow, as well as the work-life balance is very difficult to keep up with this because of the working hours the working conditions are not good, the salaries. So there is quite a negative perception about working in hospitality, even though students live in hospitality school could be of great value for the industry. And we are in a position, I think, where we can actually negotiate better our conditions, because the industry needs good talent.
Sure. Now you mentioned that there are students who are going into internships, and do you know about how many percent of students stay in the industry after they graduate? Is there some figures available, or would you know by any chance?
Yes, I think around 50 and 60%.
Okay.
Stay in the industry, and the others leave.
Okay.
They go to work in a bank or in consulting, real estate.
Okay.
Finance.
Yeah.
Yes.
But those who are going to internships, and you mentioned that there is some challenges. Maybe they don't feel. What are the things that hotels could do better in order to understand also from the trainee side or the student side, the time? What would make them feel more valuable inside that time in the hotel when they are during the internship?
Well, at DHL we all had to do 2 internships actually, and the first internship is fundamental, I think, for people to perceive if they want to stay or not in the industry. And I need to say that also talking to my EHL alumni fellows here in Zurich, they remember their internships now, laughing about it, but it was a very hard time for most of us, because the working conditions are very difficult, and I need to say that many also experience traumatic experiences. I mean, if I remember my internship, I did my internship for a luxury hotel in Berlin some years ago, and of course I was paid 0. I had to work 38 nights, and I was cleaning shoes from the guests at night, because I had to do the night shift and look if some guests left their shoes outside the room. So I had to pick up the shoes and just clean the shoes. This is just one story I remember.
Yeah. Well, so do you mean during your internship the hotel didn't pay you anything? Is that correct?
Yes, it's
correct.
Okay. So
that's very different. When I did my internship, I was very fortunate to be graduated by Hyatt International, and they had a corporate management trainee program, and we got a basic salary, and so I mean that was good enough to manage your life. But that's I think very interesting that internships are not. In your case, was not paid. Was it the fixed
No.
fixed amount? How long was your internship at the time?
it was 6 months.
Okay.
Yes, and my goal was actually to improve my German, so it was a very good opportunity to improve my language skills, and that's, I think, one of the advantages of an internship. Actually choose a location where you will improve at least what language, because many times interns are actually hired just to do the jobs that nobody wants to do. So
and
they're not able to see the real work and how they could grow inside of a hotel and the opportunities they could have.
So was this the internship after your graduation or during the time of?
No, this was when I did my first hotel school. The first hotel school, I had to do an internship in operations, and this is what I did. Yeah, it was a front office internship.
Yeah, but typically, for instance, somebody who has gone through the hotel school or graduated, are there some internship opportunities for them, and where they are kind of recruited by hotel companies, and that gives them a chance for creating a career path?
Yes, I mean, some of the few people that want to stay in hospitality from my friends were hired. They're doing a training program for a big hotel chain, and they were recruited among 300 people. So they go to this training program with very high expectations, and after, even though they have a great passion for hospitality, for F&B operations, they have a rude awakening. It means that they are thrown from one department to another without anyone following them. And after some months, some friends called me, "Oh my God, Ale, what am I doing? I don't even know if I want to stay in hospitality anymore." And I mean, it is very sad, because even the passionate people want to leave after a while because they see the working conditions are very bad. They don't manage to have a work-life balance. The salary is quite low, and we have invested a lot of time and also money to have a good career.
Yeah, what would be your advice or suggestions for the viewers who are hoteliers, who are bringing on board interns and who could then be sort of valuable for them in the future? What would be some practical suggestions you would have?
Well, I mean, it depends. For big hotel chains have very good marketing and a very good employer branding, and they create very high expectations. And I think it's very important to keep the promise and actually have someone following these recent graduates. We want to learn, we want to be empowered, we want to grow and have also training and development opportunities. So show real interest in making recent graduates grow. We are ambitious recent graduates, of course. And as recent graduates, also there is the other side. You come from, you studied at DHL. You need to. So many people think, okay, I studied at DHL, I'm going to be a manager now. Mm-hmm. No, you need to start slowly, and also, be humble, and always be ready to learn. And this is the other side.
Sure. No, yeah. I can.
And sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead.
So this is for big hotel chains. So keep the promise and brand you're creating. And for individual hotels, I think individual hotels need to learn a little bit more regarding from hotel chains, how they sell their employments. Be more sexy in the way also they do the job descriptions and the channels they use to recruit people. Use more social media also to find people. So these could be some advices.
Very good. Yeah, I think those are very good tips, and I think. Particularly for hotel companies, they have very well-structured internship programs, and there is a commitment by the talent manager or human resources manager or people's manager, whatever called, to keep that they actually working. Their direct person they are working for is the person from human resources, and that's the person they can go and talk to about their difficult times or challenges, and then of course that link to the departments is that they are spending a certain time there and make the best out of it. And of course a lot of things depend on the trainee themselves, that they have the ambition and the passion to. Yes. It's a short time in the whole working career that they have a chance to learn, to get most out of it, and also show their people they're working for that they can bring that the brains that what they have when they came from the school to how it can benefit the hotel. So there's always the two sides of coin, and then and the independent hotels that there's some great independent hotels in the world that is doing very well, but then of course that social media is kind of a touchy topic for many hotels, because they don't fully yet understand how they can make most out of it. And I mean, if they would follow, for instance, you on Instagram, they can actually pick up a lot of ideas about how you are promoting, particularly the company you work for, and the polls you're doing, and the questionnaires, and on the stories. So this is exactly what the hotels should do.
Yes. Yeah, I really enjoy sharing my career advancement, and I hope also to be of help and support to recent students. I'm always ready to share my experience. And yeah, as you were saying, I actually have a very good example, a hotel here in Switzerland, an individual hotel. The other day posted a job description on Facebook, and they got like 70 applications just from a social media campaign. So the question is there really a lack of talent, or are we using the wrong channels to attract the right people to our hotel?
That's a good point. I mean, the same goes for as a hotel. You want to attract your target customer, and you need to spend time in that social media your customer is hanging out. And I think that's the same thing with students. Where are the students hanging out? Is it the Instagram, or is it the TikTok, or is it doing 6 seconds videos on Byte, which are the latest things, or are they now in LinkedIn, or where are they now? So everybody's not on Facebook anymore. That's sort of it's maybe for a hotel that has a company page, okay, but they should spend more time on the social media where people are having a kind of fun time. It should not be that serious. It should be kind of a fun thing, and then I think that also triggers a little bit an interest for the potential employee.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there is a very interesting report from the Young Hotelier Summit, the employer ranking, where they surveyed 1,000 students around the world. They show really the channels that students or recent graduates use to find employers, and the motivational factors to stay in the industry.
Very good. Now, if somebody would like to read that report, is it possible to get that from some website, or how does it? Would you know by any chance?
Yes, it's yhsglobal.com.
Okay.
And the new report will be launched in March.
Okay. We will put that link or the address in our comments, so then anyone who saw this segment will able to contact them directly.
Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, very good, interesting feedback you are giving, and brings me some memories from the time I was an intern with all the good, bad, and ugly. What happened during that time. Mostly good. That's why I stayed in the industry my whole life.